Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wednesday the 2nd of March. Just give you another update on what's happening on course. So the waters have receded significantly overnight. As you can see behind me, the sixth tee is still underwater. The fifth green has now come out of the water, and I'll show you a little bit of footage across the first driving range and the 10th, where all the waters have receded there as well. So we're moving in the right direction. Ultimately, we will be dictated to by what rain we receive over the next 4 days, where there's approximately 90 millimetres of rain forecast, so hopefully we don't get anywhere near that. But that being the case, I would suspect at this stage, and I'm yet to talk to Glenn, Superintendent, but I would say at this stage we're at least closed until Monday, until after Monday, so potentially opening on Tuesday. The big issue that we have at the moment is Boundary Road is still closed, and I would suspect, just by the water that's still sitting across Boundary and Blunder Road, which I'll show you some footage of as well, I would suspect it's not going to open up until potentially over the weekend or maybe early next week. So ultimately we can't open the club or the mini golf or anything until we have this road reopened again. So I'll keep you posted on how that's travelling, and as soon as it opens up I'll certainly let you know, and we'll be able to get members back to the club in some way, whether it be just on the mini golf or whether it be on the course. Yeah, the main issue that we have for reopening even the mini golf is the fact that there's still water across the intersection of Boundary and Blunder Road. You can still see 2 cars that have been fully submerged that are now starting to come out of the water. So there's still probably half a metre of water there, and that water is still sitting across our 6th tee. So that's the biggest concern, is when they're going to open up the road here, and that'll obviously determine when we can get play back either on the mini golf or back out on course, or both. Here's a look standing middle of the 6th, so you can see over behind the trees there the 5th green is now out of water. Does have a little bit of sludge on it, but it's not too bad at the moment, and still a little bit of water across the practice range, but ultimately it's not too bad. It has receded somewhat. Yeah, so as I mentioned, the first now doesn't have any water across it, and neither does the 10th. The first green is out of the water. There's a bit of sludge over it, a bit of debris, but nothing too drastic. I guess the biggest problem that we have at the moment is just how wet the soil is, how wet the ground is. So it'll take some time to dry out and enable the boys to be able to get out there on machines to clean things up. So I'm standing on the first green now, looking back down the fairway, and ultimately, apart from the bunkers, the green is relatively undamaged. Obviously disease is going to be our biggest issue moving forward, but at least there's not too many other issues that we have to deal with. And you can see over on 11 there's still a fair bit of mud, and still a reasonable amount of water in the creek itself that needs to get away.